Welcome to Movie Life Crisis. Join us as we watch the best movies from 30 years ago.
When I grow up, I'm going to play football at Notre Dame.
When people say dreams don't come true,
you don't have to prove nothing to nobody except yourself.
Tell them about Rudy. Rudy, rated PG. Now playing.
What? That was it. That was it.
Yeah, I got the short trailer.
Yeah, no, I'm with it. But that's all they said was, when you have people that dream, tell them about Rudy.
That's not it. You also got the music, which is friggin' badass.
Right. And Charles S. Dutton speaking incorrectly.
God, I love that guy.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. All right. Movie Life Crisis Season 3, Episode 23. Rudy.
Episode 23. How did we get here?
Rudy.
Already.
The story of the original tryhard who's totally mid at football. And who overcame dyslexia to compete in the luge.
I love a good underdog story.
Yeah. The whole time I was watching it, I was going, Gen Z is going to think this kid is such a tryhard. He's the original tryhard. He's trying so hard, and everyone thinks it's corny.
Yeah.
All of his Notre Dame teammates are really mad at how hard he's trying.
I do like the jacket, though.
Dude, the jacket was dope.
How do I get that?
I don't know. And I also liked not Charles S. Dutton's groundskeeper outfit, but the outfit he wore to the game.
Oh.
That shit was...
It wasn't an ascot. It was like a perfectly folded.
It was like a perfectly tied scarf with like a freaking fedora. It looked badass. Yeah. It looked like he was... It was like in the Jeffersons or something, but
it was a good look.
Yeah,
it was a good look. I know exactly what you're talking about. yeah, friggin', let's talk about Rudy.
Yeah, man, we got not that many movies left for 1993, and I'm sad to be leaving 93 behind, but I'm also really excited about 94.
Yeah, you can be sad for 93 for sure, but once you start looking at 94, you're like, well,
I know, dude, we got some great ones.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, real quick before we do Rudy, I want to give you an update from intern Mike Jones. He called me 2 days ago to tell me that he just listened to Groundhog Day, and he's really glad that his plan for us to interview famous people is working out so well.
He's going to be so upset.
So 3 things. 1, he's 9 months behind listening to our episodes. 2, he's taking credit for us interviewing Stephen Tobolowsky. And 3, intern applications are closed. We have got the best in the business.
The best ever.
Shout out Mike Jones. When you hear this next year, we love you.
He's not going to listen to this one. I do. I'm meeting more and more people, though, that are like, man, I've been binging the show. I was like, oh, God, on purpose. How can you listen to that much of it? Like, there people are like, yeah, I'm like 6 episodes in one day because I had a really long drive. And I was like, what are you doing?
Yeah, one of my buddies was driving from Brooklyn to New Orleans, and he was like, I'm going to listen the whole way. I was like, don't do that.
Don't.
Maybe just listen to one episode and then do some other stuff.
Mix it up with a little music just every once in a while.
Oh, man.
Yeah, but I'm glad people are listening. It's good stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. It's staggering, but I'm having fun, and you're having fun, and if they're having fun, then win.
And that's all that matters. That's all that matters.
All right. Why was this movie chosen?
Because it's Rudy. And it's
Rudy.
Yeah. Everybody for the longest time. I mean, I knew Sean Astin from Goonies.
Yeah.
But I still call him Rudy for 15 years after this. Like every time I saw him. I mean, I'm better at that now, but dude, this is an iconic movie for the time it was in. Like everybody talked about it.
I was trying to figure out, because it only made $22 million. It's number 68 on the year. I was like, I cannot believe that. I can't believe it made so little money. And it's hard to find VHS gross numbers. I guess they didn't really publish them anywhere like they did box office.
Right.
I'm like, this movie was huge. I know it was maybe not huge, but maybe it's because we went to Catholic school. I don't know, but everyone knew this movie. Like it wasn't like a deep cut. Like everybody saw Rudy a bunch of times.
Right. But so it made $22 million. Well, we'll talk about how much did it cost?
$12 million.
Oh, well, that's not bad.
No, I mean, it made money, but I'm saying it's number 68 on the year. It didn't make any money really in the year that it was released. But so I don't know how, I mean, maybe it's like one of those movies. It's like kid friendly and cable ready. And all you have to do is like license it and you can just play it frickin' from Thanksgiving to like Groundhog Day every single night, and people just watch it on TBS. Maybe it's that.
Everybody will always watch it. Yeah. Dude, maybe. I don't know. Like, I talked to my students when I was getting this ready. A bunch of them were like, yeah, I know that one. The kid that can't play football but wants to play anyway. They knew it, but a bunch of them had only known like about it. They didn't know it. Know it. Or they hadn't seen it. Neither has AI. Would you like to hear the quick synopsis?
Yeah, let's see if the AI synopsis is better than my synopsis.
In the film Rudy, 1993, Rudy Ruettiger, his name's not important.
Yeah, Rowan Gardner, Rosenberger.
Rudy Ruettiger, right?
Is it Ruettiger?
Okay. Rudy Ruettiger journey to play football at Notre Dame. Rudy's steadfast commitment to his dream despite being underestimated by nearly everyone. Throughout his journey, Rudy finds support in a close-knit group of allies who believe in him against all odds, akin to a fellowship bound by loyalty and friendship. I think it got this movie confused with Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, it definitely
did. Mixed. When it said fellowship, I was like, that can't be right.
A tight-knit fellowship. Like, he only had one friend. That's not a fellowship unless this podcast is also a fellowship. I think this is just two people talking.
No, this is the fellowship of the cast. I don't think AI's ever seen this movie, but it's a learning process.
Oh man, that's awesome. Yeah, dude, I was looking at like I said, 68 on the year. It didn't come out until October, so I mean, it didn't have a ton of time, but also it would not have earned money beyond then. So,
right, I was going to say.
I mean, it would be easy to just do the top 25 movies by gross of the year for the podcast, but we'd miss so much good stuff. I'm so glad we don't do that because I'm looking like Rudy's down there, like The Program is down there, Striking Distance is down there, like great stuff, obviously. Menace to Society, True Romance, all that stuff, like Weekend at Bernie's, Judgment Night, Life with Mikey, all that stuff made like no money. Like I love that we're going deep into the weeds when we pick our movies.
I'm glad we go deep cuts because these are movies that like we remember rather than just movies that did well.
Well, and the funny thing is we can see the stats on the episodes, and I think that generally the bigger a movie is, the more people will listen to the episode, and that's mostly right. Like our biggest episodes are like obviously the ones where we got to interview the actors; those do really well. But like T2 and like Jurassic Park, those do well. But also like Cliffhanger was a huge movie. Dave was a really small movie. A lot more people listen to Dave. Clearly, a lot more people remember Dave than Cliffhanger, which seems right to me. So I'm glad we're picking the movies that we remember.
To be completely honest, I can't believe anybody remembers either of those movies. Like, I mean, I'm glad they did, and I remembered them, but like, I feel like we're like the normal people don't really remember movies like that. I don't know. Like the people I talk to are just like, never. Dave, what are you talking about? Dave's not here, man.
Dave's not here, man. I can't believe we got through the whole movie, Dave, without saying Dave's not here one time.
I know. I thought about it a couple of times, but then I was just like, does anybody even know what that is?
No, probably not. Yeah, so $12 million budget, $22.8 million gross. I mean, it made money, and it must have made a bunch of money in licensing and VHS and all. I mean, they weren't like video games or anything, but this movie was around for long. If they must have made money somewhere else.
You sure this wasn't the B-side of the Super NES?
The Cliffhanger SNES game? God, I really want to play that and see how it goes. One of our friends on Discord, the Movie Life Crisis Discord, found an SNES Cliffhanger game that we're very eager to hear how it is when he plays it.
I can already tell you it's horrible.
It's horrible. It's definitely horrible.
What could it even be?
I don't know.
Just a side-scrolling crappy.
I was thinking it's got to be like, I'm thinking it's like side-scrolling Contra without guns.
Contra without guns is really bad.
Yeah, totally. Let's do awards. Did you find any awards?
I didn't see any awards. By the way, it is a slide-scrolling, and it looks just like Contra. That's freaking.
I probably played it. That's probably why I know that.
That's freaking horrible. Luckily, somebody has a speed run that goes through in 37 minutes. They have the entire thing in 4K 60 FPS.
Oh, nice! I could watch the whole 37-minute speed run.
Because that's what you need,
dude. I'll watch some YouTube videos about video game speedruns. Some of them are incredibly fascinating. I'm going to pass on that one. But if you watch the one for like Mario Brothers 3, it's ridiculous. Or like Castlevania, some of them are wild.
I don't even know how those people can do that.
Yeah, it's
in one go, one person,
and it's also like at the very outer edge of what human reaction time is even capable of.
Right. That's so crazy.
Yeah.
No, I didn't see any awards.
Yep. Sequels or spinoffs?
Other underdog movies?
Yeah.
No.
I don't.
Yeah.
Nothing. I mean, I didn't find anything either. Do you remember where you first saw this movie?
I'm like 80% sure that I saw this with my mom's mom, my Nana.
Yep.
Like when I would spend time with her on like Christmas breaks and Thanksgiving breaks and stuff, down on Airline Highway, closer to our house, there was a like a dollar show, and I'm pretty sure that's where I saw this.
Nice.
So I think I saw it in the theater, if I remember.
That's amazing. I feel like I don't have a specific memory of this, but I feel like it's the sort of movie that someone would have shown like in the week of before we got out for Christmas holidays in school. Like the teacher wheels in the cart with the cathode TV that weighs 1,000 pounds. It's like, we're at Catholic school. This is a movie where they play football at Catholic school. I'll see you guys.
It's rated PG.
Yeah,
it's rated PG. See you in an hour. Right.
This guy overcomes dyslexia to compete in the luge. You guys enjoy.
I don't remember for sure, but I know my Nana liked Notre Dame.
Yeah.
So like I think
Catholics.
I think that's the answer. Yeah, of course it is.
That's awesome.
I think that's the answer, but I really don't know.
Nice. Where do you rate it?
After watching it the first time, I gave it an 8. And then I started doing research on it, and now it's a 6.5. Dude, all right. I know it says based on a true story.
Based on a true story. It's fictional. Based on a true story.
Right. But the part that I know, maybe I shouldn't worry about it. But the whole thing, like, did you know he was in the Navy?
Who was in the Navy?
The real Rudy Ruettiger.
Oh, before he came back to play football?
Yeah.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so he had the GI Bill that paid for him at Holy Cross and at Notre Dame. He never had to worry about money ever. There is no working as trying to make ends meet. Like his only obstacle in this entire thing,
overcome dyslexia to compete in the luge,
is literally just being shitty at football and trying to make the team.
No, dyslexia. That was real.
Oh, okay.
Well, so, dude, it's hard to get into Notre Dame in the 70s when you're dyslexic and no one even knows what dyslexia is.
No, I totally understand that is hard.
And then the other hard part is being small and shitty at football and wanting to play football for Notre Dame. But those things are legit. Those are real parts of the story, and those are really hard. But yeah, a lot of the other stuff is like not real. I
know, but I'm saying like if you don't have to worry about money, that's a big part of the chunk of drama that's no longer in there. Like he's like, I got to work and study and still play football. Like,
and I got to break in and sleep underneath the boiler, like on the cot,
because I don't have any money. But that's not a thing.
Yeah, it's not really how it happened.
So like that. So I took points off for that because then I was jaded and I was angry, even though it's a fictional story and it's only based on a true story.
Yeah.
If they would have just said like, yeah, the only part is he's not good at football and he wants to be.
And he overcame dyslexia to compete in the luge.
In the luge, we got it.
You could be dead and be pretty good at the luge.
It's on the bobsled track, except there's no sled. It's just bob.
I'd like to see accidental luge. World record. Didn't even want to do it.
If I would have had a pimple, I would have won.
I liked that. Like Joe Montana was on the Notre Dame football team when Rudy was a senior. And he said like a couple times in interviews, because people know that. And they're like, what was it like the game that you were there when Rudy was there? He's like, look, it was a movie. A lot of that stuff did not happen. Like some stuff did happen. Like he got into the game and he sacked the guy and 3 people carried him off of the field. That happened. He's like, but no one was chanting his name. No one went and put their jerseys on the coach's desk. Like that none of that happened.
The coach wanted him to, like he was.
Yeah, the coach was like, yeah, that's great. We'll do that. The coach I don't know if he's still alive, Dan Devine, but he was like mad that scene was there. He's like, if anyone had ever put their jersey on my desk, they would have never seen it again. He's like, he went on sports radio and like yelled about it, which is kind of what you're doing right now. I feel like.
Right. No, it is.
And Joe Montana was also like, hey, look, and the people who carried him off the field, like they were the jokesters of the team. Like, I don't think like, not that they weren't making fun of Rudy, but they did think it was funny.
Right.
He got in. He was on the kickoff coverage team. He sacked the quarterback, and they picked him up and ran off the field with him, like laughing, like not laughing at him, but like it wasn't like the whole stadium celebrated his efforts. Like it was just
right.
I don't care about stuff like that, though. It's still like the guy overcame dyslexia to compete in the luge. He was tiny and terrible at football, and he played football at Notre Dame for one play, which is awesome. And the movie's really good, and the score is really good. So I'm still fine.
The score is what does it, though.
Dude, the score's so good.
You take away the score and the fact that he doesn't have to worry about money.
Yeah,
this is a completely different movie.
Yeah, I ended up 8 out of 10 because when I started doing the research, I decided I wasn't changing my thing. Dude, anytime you make a movie based on a true story, I just assume that it's almost not at all based on a true story.
Yeah, not all.
Like, I like that the real guy Rudy was like in the stands when they filmed the scenes, and I like that
his
like
brother.
And his brother, and I like that Sean Astin, when he had to sack the quarter, like they did that at a halftime of a real Notre Dame game. The band normally gets 30 minutes to play. The band took 15 minutes and gave them the other 15 minutes, so they had almost no time to shoot that stuff.
Right. And
Sean Astin like made that sack on the very first take. And they didn't do it again.
Nice.
Like I like stuff like that.
Yeah.
And
look,
dude, and even knowing, like, I know, dude, because I can see, like, I know you can look up the real Rudy, like his size and stuff. Even in the 70s, you're like, yeah, that dude's terrible at football. That's not. But like, I was still emotionally invested in the end of the movie.
I was,
even though I was laughing at what a tryhard he was and how corny it was. I was also emotional when he got in the game and he sacked it and everyone was cheering. I was like, that's so nice. I was like, tearing up. I was like, look, he's working so hard.
Something about the score mixed with the cheering crowd.
Yeah.
And what was happening, the emotional climax of the movie, it worked. It was really good.
Yeah, dude, it totally worked. I bought it just like Cool Runnings. We talked about it. Like Cool Runnings is corny and it's for kids, and I completely bought it. The emotional climax of the movie, I was 100% in, and it impacted me. I was like, that's what you want to do with the movie, and I got to give points for that because that shit's hard, and it completely worked.
Yeah, again, right after I did it, I got to the end, and I always do it right at the end, right after I watch it, and the credits are rolling, I give that an 8.
Yeah.
And I gave it an 8, but then I started getting upset, and I was like, what the you mean he didn't have to do any of that? Like, all he had to do was overcome dyslexia. And also be shitty at football and get on the Notre Dame football team. Nothing, but not as much as what was shown in the movie. Right.
But the thing I liked is that Sean Astin said in an interview, because I guess when Joe Montana made those comments like less than 10 years ago, like the internet like took off with it, and everyone's like, Joe Montana's a hater. This is bullshit. This guy sucks. And Sean Astin was like, dude, he was completely right. Like he's all the things, like it was a movie. It was a tale of fiction based on a true story. Yeah. All the stuff he said is exactly right. And like, if Joe Montana says something about football, you should just listen to it.
Listen to Joe Montana.
Yeah, and so I actually, watching the Sean Astin interview, I was like, I really like Sean Astin. Every time I hear that guy talk, I'm like, I like that guy. I feel like I would really enjoy having dinner with him.
Dude, I think he's really good at the never giving up. Like he did it in Lord of the Rings. Goonies never say die. He doesn't give up in this. He's just he goes to the nth degree to make sure.
He's awesome, man. I feel like he's underrated.
Yeah, he's good. Yeah, so since I can't give a 7 though, and I don't want to give it an 8 anymore, I got to go 6.5. Is that too low though?
No,
it feels low now that we're talking about it, and I remember how much I liked it when I wrote it.
I think Rotten Tomatoes has got it at like 7.1 out of 10. I mean, it seems like the right ballpark if you can't do 7s.
Yeah.
I would think that whatever points you took away for him having the GI Bill, you would have to give that amount of points back because you're Catholic.
I'm Catholic in the same way that if a cow was born in a tree, he's a bird. I don't consider that the same thing anymore.
All right, best. I like how Catholics in America, like Notre Dame, is like their holy land. They just go there and they wave a touchdown Jesus, and they go to the church and they light some candles, and then they go home. Best 3 scenes. My first one is there was a bunch of montages in this movie, which everyone is a big fan of.
So many montages.
The first meeting, the montage where they're at Holy Cross and they're meeting girls, Sean Astin and Jon Favreau.
Yeah,
that's my first scene.
That's good stuff.
Because Sean Astin's got to get good grades because he's got dyslexia at Holy Cross Junior College to be able to transfer to Notre Dame to be able to try and get on the football team. So he's got a lot of obstacles to overcome, including dyslexia. And Jon Favreau is the TA and is like, I'll help you with this whatever class, philosophy, but you have to help me meet girls. And Rudy's like, I don't know any girls. He's like, well, never mind. And he's like, hold on, never mind. I forgot. I know a lot of girls. And so there's like this whole montage of him running up to every girl on campus going like, I want to introduce you to my friend D-Bob. I don't know why his name's D-Bob. It's a terrible name.
What is that?
I don't know. I mean, I'm sure he's a real person, but also if we're changing stuff, let's change that.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. If we're changing stuff, just give him the GI Bill back. Change that guy's name from D-Bob.
Yeah, just have him be David or something. But Jon Favreau's like young and chubby, and he's clean shaven, and it's freaking. And he's awesome. So he's like standing awkwardly in the corner, like holding his books, and it's like, "There's my friend D-Bob," and he's like waving at him, like Marla Hooch, what a hitter, like doing the Marla Hooch wave. So I love that one.
Dude, that's a great scene. When you said montages, I got excited that we were all going to have the same thing. The tryouts, for the football team scene was fantastic. First of all, the score, the horns in the background were like a lot of stabby horns that were like moving up and down, and he was getting just bullied. Like he was really getting hit, and he just kept getting up one time after another. Dude, I don't know. It was kind of a montage, but it was also like they kept like pausing and having like longer conversations, and then they would go back to the montage and just have him.
Yeah, I think it was a montage, and they'll just dip out of the montage, and then they'll have like some dialogue, and then they'll keep going. But that two of the scenes that I picked were montages. That was not one of them, but I did like that one. He's trying to make. He finally, after 2 years of overcoming dyslexia at Holy Cross, gets into Notre Dame, and is trying to make the Notre Dame's football team as a walk-on. And he's getting absolutely destroyed by everyone. Just
demolished every time.
And dude, like you were born in the 70s. I was born in 1980. I wasn't alive during this time, but it all looks very familiar to me. The whole like, everyone's got like, he's got like, it looks like karate, like arm guards. He's like taped up.
Yeah. Fingers taped. Hand things taped.
Pads are so big.
Everything's huge.
But I don't know why. I just like, it brings me right back.
What's the name of the fabric where the jerseys where it's got the holes in it and you can like see all the armor under it?
Yeah, it's like mesh.
Mesh.
Yeah,
you could, I like that, dude. And he's got like the blood like dripping from his nose, and it's like all on his jersey.
Yeah, and this is what's also great about 1974 is that Notre Dame, maybe the best football program in the country, or one of the top ones, has 3 coaches: offense, defense, head coach.
That's
like when we did Necessary Roughness. Necessary Roughness. They got offense and they got defense. I'm not bequeathing it to you.
I said bequeathing to because I let somebody borrow a marker today, another teacher, an Expo marker. They're like, I need an orange one. Do you have an orange? I'm like, yeah, I got one. Oh, thank you so much. I'm like, I'm not bequeathing it to you. I'm just letting you borrow it. And they're like, what? Dude, I'm totally with you. The feel and the look of that, I think they did a really good job. And
the whole production design, I mean, considering that we're talking about 93 and this is set in the 70s, it's 15 years later, or maybe even closer to 20 years later. The production design was fantastic. Everybody's clothes was great. The cars were awesome.
Plus, Notre Dame let them use which is rare, let them use the facilities to do the thing, and that's pretty great.
Yeah, which is, I mean, the whole thing is a freaking 90-minute promotional video for Notre Dame, so good for them. But it is a lot of times schools don't want you to do that.
Right.
Yeah, my second one is the montage right after that montage that you said that was after the montage that I said, and that's the montage when he's on the team and he's in practice and he's getting completely obliterated by the starters.
Dude, it's so great. And that's exactly what I put.
It looks like if my toddler tried to run past me with a football and I tackled him.
Right.
Like he's like 5'0", 100. They say in the movie. Those are his official stats. But I'm just saying, like, he's like 5'5", like maybe 135 pounds. And he's going against guys that are like 6'6", 6'7", like, and he's playing defensive end for some reason. That's got to be the worst position for him.
Yeah. What is he fat? Is he not fast enough for the other positions? I thought about that.
Well, he said in high school he was a cornerback and he wasn't the quickest guy, but he led the team in tackles. So I'm guessing at the college level he just didn't have the wheels to play cornerback. So they're like, you're 5'0". You should play defensive end on the practice squad. They'll get a really good look at the opponents since you're like tiny.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I didn't understand it.
But like they're like running trap plays and the tackle like just completely lifts him off his feet. And then the starting tackle feels bad for him, is like, dude, sorry about that. And then they run the play again and the guy like misses the block and Rudy gets pissed off at him. He gets up in his face and he's yelling at the guy and the coach is yelling at the guy.
Dude, all right. So we do a lot of sports movies on the podcast. Yeah, because we like those.
Absolutely.
I don't know why I thought this movie was a movie where they talk about the knuckles. You know what I'm talking about? Where they're like, yeah, all right. So I had to look it up because I got to the end and I was like, where's the knuckles thing? I wanted to talk about the knuckles thing. Any given Sunday, when he's talking to him, he says, if his knuckles go white, fade to Sandman. Talking about like...
Yeah, that's in Remember the Titans.
Was it Remember the Titans?
I think so. Like, no, like you can see the defensive end, you can see the lineman, you can see the knuckles. It tells you whether it's a run or a pass.
Right. And I remember, so I looked it up because I remembered it from Invincible, with
nice.
Marky Mark, where he's like, "What color are my knuckles?" And he's like, "They're white." He's like, "Yeah, that means I'm coming after you. If my weight's back, the color will come back to my knuckles. I'm sick of you getting beat out there. So like, let me show you what the deal is." I thought that was this movie for the long, like in my brain when I was thinking about it.
Yeah, they're pretty light on the football in this movie.
Yeah,
just a lot of like Sean Astin getting the absolute shit kicked out of him.
You think that? I think that was really him in there too.
I don't know if it was or not. I'm sure he had a stunt double, but I know he also did some of that stuff.
Some of that stuff, like I could see it was him in the face mask. Like,
yeah, like when he was like running through the. Dude, I also love the football practice was just like the shit that we used to do when I was a kid, like running through the freaking. The stretchy thing that's made out of squares, and he's chopping it. Like he ate shit in that. I could see it actually was him.
What is that thing called? A ladder? No, that's not. The ladder's on the ground when it's like
the ladder just actually looks like a ladder. People still use those, but like when he's in high school and the coach is like holding the pad and he's like, "Run at me one last time." I was like, "Dude, you're a coach and you don't have any pads on." And you're going to let a high school senior run it at you full speed and slam into you? That's a terrible idea.
He had the round like dummy bag thing. He was fine.
No, dude, I've held those pads. You want to be I would hold them when I was in college and we did high school camps. I would do that against like high school sophomores. I would hold the pad and let them hit me, but from a 3-point stance, not from a full head of steam.
Yeah, they were running like 20 yards out full speed with everybody like clapping and getting them going. Dude, the thing with the squares and the ropes, what does that do? Just keeps your knees high? I think
it's for agility. But then also the thing where like you run in place and then you jump and you hit your belly on the ground, then you jump up and do it again. We used to do those all the time.
Or the thing where you're running sideways and you just keep switching your feet frontwards and backwards.
One foot goes in front of the other foot. Oh, dude, all that stuff was like took me right back.
Yeah.
It's like no one does any of that shit anymore, but I loved it.
Oh, they probably do. They probably do.
What's your third scene?
My second one was the first practice. The third scene I have is the last game, like the opening of the last game. Yeah. When they're running out and they let Rudy like be the person that runs out first, lead them
really,
out.
It's the cheerleaders who lead them out onto the field, but then Rudy was behind the cheerleaders at the front of the football players.
Right. First football player. Again, the whole crowd, the score, what's actually going on. It got me. It was awesome. Even though the dad, when they showed the dad and the brother, the brother's looking one way and the dad's looking the other way. And I was like, what? Who's looking at the... But then it turns out he was like turning around or something. I don't know. And then Jon Favreau yelling, "He's so little." Like all of that together, it freaking got me.
Yeah, man, that was awesome. I had the last scene as well. I said we're in an entire stadium, peer pressured a coach to play his worst player out of sentiment, and then his teammates ran a trick play to run up the score on the opponent. That's how I summarized that last scene. I loved it, honestly. But
it's a good way to do it.
But I was trying to be cynical because I love the movie and I don't care. I was like, it'd be funny to describe this to someone's like, "Oh yeah, man, that last scene was great." I was like, "Oh, you mean when the entire stadium peer pressured the coach to play his absolute worst player and then they ran the score up?"
Rudy. So apparently they didn't yell Rudy.
They didn't yell Rudy. No,
they didn't yell Rudy. That sucks.
I know, but I did love that one.
There was a whole bunch of Penn State fans in there because it was during a Penn State
because they're actually playing Penn State.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
That's pretty
cool.
Dude,
I like when they're it's like, hey, there's a real game, but at halftime we got to film a fake game and it's going to be a movie. And and Sean Astin was like, it was like the crowd was great, but just not that hard because I was wearing a Notre Dame uniform and I was in Notre Dame Stadium and I tackled someone from another team. They cheered.
Right.
Like that's we didn't have to coach them on that one. I was like, that works pretty good.
They knew exactly what to do. For reals though, what do you think it is about the sound of a crowd with a score that makes it feel different? Because that happens to me a lot on those type of movies.
I mean, maybe you could call it really cheap emotional manipulation, but it totally works. It's like there's someone triumphing over adversity. There's thousands of people cheering him on, and there's this like great like string based orchestral score behind it that's telling me emotionally heavy-handed, powerful stuff is happening.
Right.
Like it totally works, man. And I like that's what they should have done. They should not have changed that at all. It was great.
But it doesn't even have to be that specific. Like there's a part where you'll probably make fun of me. I was watching Tommy Boy recently. And the part where he's like, Tommy just sold 500,000 brake pads. Tommy just sold 500,000 brake pads. And the whole place starts clapping and the music starts. And I was like, felt something just now. That's weird. Like
Dude,
in Tommy Boy, like I don't.
First of all, I'll never make fun of anyone for saying that Tommy Boy was awesome because I have like 5 movie posters on the wall in my studio, and Tommy Boy is one of them.
Yeah,
I cannot wait for 95 to do that.
Yeah,
but yeah, I don't, dude. I mean, I kind of think because I figure this at the most base level. What you're trying to do with art is make people feel stuff.
Yeah,
and that's what it did.
Yeah, it did. I should leave it at an 8. It did make me feel stuff. I feel bad.
I got a bonus scene because when the priest came into the locker room before the game, I was like, "All right, Notre Dame, the priest," and I immediately said, "We're gonna tear their heads off and shit down their necks. Let us pray."
I really disliked how they were like, "Mother Mary, Queen of Peace," and they're like, "Pray for us," and they're like screaming it. I was like,
I know, man, it's great.
That is friggin' terrifying.
Dude, I played football at a Catholic school. That's exactly what it's like. But now that I'm an adult and I don't go to church, when I see that, it's like, dude, it's so weird to go like, all right, let's punch each other in the face and then let's go out there and try to murder them. But okay, wait, yes, pray for us.
Do that in Jesus' name.
If I know anything about Mary, Mother of God, is that she really cares who wins the football game.
In Tiny Hammond. I mean, she probably cares about Notre Dame. That's a big school.
Notre Dame, yeah, there's a lot of them. They pray really loud there.
Plus, they got that mural of her son, the touchdown
Jesus. Yeah. But yeah, that was that's funny. For as much as I didn't like the movie Necessary Roughness, every time I watch a football movie, I think back about Necessary Roughness.
Oh my God, that's because it's fantastic.
All right, what's your first quote? Actually, I had some pretty good quotes.
Dude, I only had 2. I could only come up with 2 that I really liked enough. One was because it made me feel something. Is when D-Bob yelled, "He's so little," right as he steps out. Like,
yeah,
I vividly first of all, Jon Favreau is really good at actor.
Yeah, like this is his first movie role.
Yeah, he's a way. I'm not going to say he's a better actor than he is a director and a producer because he's really great at that.
Yeah,
but his acting is my jam.
Yeah.
And he did a great job with this.
Every time he's in something, I'm like, I like Jon Favreau. Wish he was in more movies.
Agreed. But yeah, I put that, and I already talked about it, so I threw that one first.
Nice. The first one I had was when he was, when he got done with high school, he's like working at the foundry or whatever. He's like turning solid metal into liquid metal in preparation for Arnold Schwarzenegger to fight there.
Arnie, yes.
Or whatever. And his high school girlfriend's like, she's like, I want to show you this house. It's great for us. It's got wall-to-wall carpeting. And when she said wall-to-wall carpeting, I friggin' lost it. And I was like, oh my God, that's such a great piece of dialogue to include. That she's like, well, the selling point of this tiny freaking house is like it's wall-to-wall carpeting. How can we not?
The good thing is she didn't guilt him into it.
I was talking to no, she didn't at all. False. She did.
Yeah.
And then she started dating his brother after he went to Holy Cross to overcome dyslexia. I was talking to Wendy about it this morning because my toddler was eating oatmeal. And by eating oatmeal, I mean taking oatmeal and dumping it onto the floor. And I was like, oh my God, I'm so glad we don't have carpet in our house. How do people do that?
Wall-to-wall carpeting. But
dude, my house growing up had wall-to-wall carpeting. I know yours did too.
Yeah. Did it have carpet though in the bathroom?
No. But I definitely like my grandparents had carpeting in their bathroom.
Why? What the hell were they thinking?
But why would you put it in the kitchen? Like, why would you get food all over your carpet? I don't understand.
I don't think we never had it in the kitchen or the bathroom. My grandma definitely had bathroom carpet. Yeah. And she even had carpet on top of the toilet seat, like the shaggy thing that matched that carpet. Stupid. That's stupid.
What's your next quote?
My next
is probably the same as mine.
Yeah, it definitely is. It's Fortune.
Yeah.
Is it? Yeah.
5 feet nothing.
To him. Yeah, you're 5 foot nothing, 100 nothing. Barely.
You got hardly a speck of athletic ability, and for 2 years you hung in with the best college football team in the land. You're also going to walk out of here with a degree from Notre Dame. It's a great speech. I'm doing a terrible read of it right there, but you should go look up the clip of him doing that speech because it actually is fantastic.
I was just about to say, were we watching the same movie? What was that?
I was given the table read version of it. I didn't want to, shoot the whole wad right there. I want to save it for the performance day.
I think something about Charles S. Dutton lends itself to that type of speech too.
Dude, I like that guy. He's good.
Yeah, he's got the deep voice, and he's like angry, but he's angry not like at him, but like angry for him kind of thing. And he's just like, "You're 5 foot nothing, 100 and nothing." Like he's really throwing the emphasis on the right syllables.
He's good at acting, but I also think he really is angry because his backstory is fascinating, and it seems like he was really angry a lot for a long time, and I appreciate that.
Yeah, I could see that.
We talk about that when we get to characters. But yeah, dude, I like that Rudy was like, he didn't get to dress for the last game, and he's like, hell with this, I'm out of here. And he quit. And then Fortune freaking chewed him out, was like, you're dumb, you're going to get a degree, and you're terrible at football, and you've been here the whole time, just go back. And then he did. Good for him. Everyone should get a degree if they want to, and not if they don't. I don't care.
Yeah.
Go work at this steel mill. It doesn't matter.
There's gonna be a lot at the foundry of the other kids that I'm teaching.
Yeah, dude. Well, it's a union shop. I mean, what's not to like? And one time it did explode and kill Rudy's best friend. That sucked. I don't know if that was a real part of the story or not. I didn't look that up.
I didn't look that up either.
It might have been in the Navy when that happened.
I mean, he's got Navy. He's got his family members watching his front and his back. It's a good job to have.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
And it pays $5 an hour, which seems pretty good.
That seems really good. That's more than I got paid when I first got my job at Eckerd. $4.25 an hour was the minimum wage.
My third quote
$4.25 an hour
is he was talking to Father Kavanaugh because he was like, he's one of the priests at Notre Dame. He's like, I really want to go to Notre Dame. It's like college might not be for everyone,
right?
But then
outside the bus, that thing.
No, not that guy, not the high school preacher. The priest at Notre Dame, Father Kavanaugh, who's God, I really like that guy, Robert Prosky. Was Father Kavanaugh, dude? He's been in so much stuff, like Miracle on 34th Street, Last Action Hero, Miss Doubtfire, Hill Street Blues. But anyway, Rudy asks him something. He's asking him. He's like, "Is there anything else I can do?" Because he's basically like, when he's at Holy Cross overcoming dyslexia to compete in the luge, he's using up his eligibility. So he's like, if I don't get into Notre Dame, I can't go next year because I'll be a senior. They don't take senior transfers, and then I will be out of eligibility and I can't transfer. He's like, Father, is there anything else that I can do? Anything at all? And Father Kavanaugh goes, in 35 years of religious training, I've come up with only 2 incontrovertible facts. There is a God, and I'm not him.
And I'm not him. Yeah, that's a good line. That's a way good.
That's a good quote. I feel like I've heard that at other places, or maybe I just remember it from this movie, but I had to capture that one.
I'm a God. I'm not the God. That's
I don't.
12 years in Catholic school talking. No, that's a great line. That's a great line. Looking at that guy's picture, I do recognize him too. Yeah, he's
awesome.
I like him.
Maybe we'll talk about him in Miss Doubtfire.
I only had 2.
All right, characters.
So you give me. Oh, do you have any more? No, it's all 3.
No, that was my 3.
Because you had the Fortune one too. Yeah,
yep.
That's right. Dude, my first character is Fortune.
Yeah.
He's great.
Yeah. Charles Stanley Dutton. He is fantastic.
When they talk to Rudy Ruettiger about this, the actual real guy, he was like, that Fortune is the, like the mentor, the person that he got, like when it's just an amalgam of all the people that were positive in his life.
Right.
That's freaking great. And they got him to play it right after this. Charles S. Dutton gets the Rock TV show.
Yeah.
Where I used to love that shit. That's super funny. I need to borrow that from the internet. Dude, I think he did a great job at that. And I really liked his character.
He was awesome. Every time he's one of those guys that like you've seen and stuff. I was looking through his like list of, like I've seen him in a bunch of stuff, but it's like not like Crocodile Dundee 2 and like Aliens 3, Distinguished Gentleman.
Yeah.
Like Low Down Dirty Shame. I've seen him in a bunch of stuff, but I was like, there's not like one like, oh, I always remember him from that movie. This is probably the movie that I always remember him from. This is the movie.
Yeah, this is the movie I remember him from.
Yeah, he's fantastic. But dude, this guy, did you read about his backstory?
I did not.
He grew up in Baltimore. It's literally like The Wire, like, but in the 60s.
Yeah.
Like grew up in Baltimore. A guy attacked him with a knife, and he took the knife away from the guy and killed him and got charged with manslaughter and sentenced and spent like 18 months in prison for that. Jesus. And then when he got out on parole, he got arrested again with possession of a handgun and then was sent to prison for 3 more years. And while he was in prison for that 3 more years, he got mad at a guard because the guard wouldn't let someone visit him. And he challenged the guard to a fist fight, and he and the guard went into a locked storage room and beat the shit out of each other. And then after the fight was over, the guard reported him for it, and he got 8 more years.
Good Lord.
So like he said, he's like, I got 3 years for killing a black man and 8 years for punching a white man. He's like, that's what happened. And then while he was in prison, he picked up a book of black playwrights and read it while he was in solitary confinement and just got hooked on it, like convinced the warden to like put up a performance program for the prison. The warden's like, I'll do it if you get your GED. He did. And dude, and then he went to got a master's from Yale University after he got out of prison, but he was like hard ass freaking Black Panther, like hardcore civil rights activist, like, but like got his master's, got his bachelor's, got his GED.
That's
but like,
crazy.
like, dude, and he talks about it. He'll tell you like, here's my story. And I was, this guy needs a freaking biopic. This shit.
Yeah.
Is
Why
fantastic.
isn't his movie being made? That's fantastic.
I don't have any idea, but it's ridiculous. Like I was, dude, this is crazy.
When you said a black playwright, it reminded me that I was telling some kids about Washington Irving.
Yeah.
And a kid argued with me that Washington Irving was one of the best black authors ever. And I said, I don't think he was black. Let me double check that, because now I'm starting to think about that. Washington Irving is not black. Just want to make sure everybody knows. It was really weird, though, that you told me that backstory, because we were just talking. They don't make biopics as much for stuff like that. Like, he became an actor, not like a sports star or something like that.
Yeah, or a politician or,
right. Like they very rarely make those. That seems like a movie
sawed
that
off his
should
own
be
arm.
made. Right. They should make that movie. I don't.
Yeah, but dude, like the whole thing is crazy, man. It's like, I mean, he was a minor when he got in the street fight that the guy brought a knife to, and then he ended up killing the guy. I'm like, not like, if you get in a fight and you kill someone, I could see that maybe there's a felony there. Right. But then like all the rest of it's like, dude, it's freaking crazy. Like he punched a guard after the guard said like, yeah, let's fight. And then after the fight, the guard was like, by the way, you attacked me. That's another felony. You get 8 more years.
So does that mean he can't vote? He's a felon, yes?
Yeah, I'm sure that means he can't vote.
That's freaking crazy.
And he says after that additional 8 years, he said, like, for a long time, I didn't want to hear anything positive. I just wanted to know when we were going to burn down the prison, which is exactly how I feel about our prison system. So I'm with him.
Yeah.
But dude, he's like, he says like, yeah, I was like, I was Black Panther. I was ready to die for my rights. I was like, this guy sounds awesome. I really want to see his freaking life story like on screen.
Can we make sure they always wear the cool fedora hat? I mean, the pull forward hat and the that snaps in the front with the cool ascot.
But anyway, he's great in this, and he is a fascinating guy, and I wish that I knew even more about him.
Yeah, he's good. Who's your second?
My second character is Rudy Ruettiger, Sean Astin.
Me too. Never Say Die. Goonies.
Never Say Die.
Never Say Die.
Dude, this casting is like, this to me is as big a no-brainer as Schwarzenegger for Terminator 2. Like, I just don't think you could do it with anyone else.
I tried and I failed miserably. I couldn't come up with anything.
I'm like, I just like he's like sports movies never get nominated for shit, but his performance is
good.
Is as good as anything we've seen this year.
Yeah, it was good.
And I actually think it's pretty hard. Like he has to be like so like determined and also so earnest and like you have to like really like this guy, and he was freaking great. And he's on. The entire movie is him. He's in every freaking scene. Like he's fantastic.
He's really good too.
Yeah.
He's a good actor. How tall is Sean? Like, what is his actual stats? Do we know?
I think he's like 5'5" or 5'6".
That's pretty small, isn't it?
Yeah, dude. How tall is your 11-year-old?
Yeah, it's true. He's 5'6".
Yeah, that's pretty small.
Oh man, that's craziness.
Yeah, and we've talked about Sean Astin before because we did Encino Man last year in '92.
Yeah,
dude,
I like him.
He's the son of Patty Dukes. Like he's a fascinating guy. But and I don't want to repeat the stuff that we did for Encino Man, but I do want to say I love that for Sean Astin, he's an actor who's well known to 3 completely different generations for 3 completely different things. Gen X knows him from Goonies. Millennials know him from Lord of the Rings, and Gen Z knows him from Stranger Things.
That's pretty good. That's a pretty good career. He probably does all right for himself.
I mean, I think so. I'm sure.
I've never heard, and you don't hear a lot of bad stuff about him, so I'm sure he might be a nice guy.
I mean, I feel like he probably. I have no idea, but I would think so. Yeah, it says 5'6" and a quarter for Sean Astin. I think he really wants that quarter.
Yeah, he wants that quarter. Oh man, that's awesome.
Who's your next character?
Rudy Ruettiger was my second. My third one was D-Bob. I freaking love Jon Favreau.
Jon Favreau. Same for me, dude. We're 3 for 3 on characters. I hate when that happens, but there's not, for as many people as there are in this movie, there aren't that many characters to pick from.
Yeah.
Like I do love Ned Beatty, his dad, and I got a bonus shout out for Ned Beatty because I freaking love Ned Beatty. But Jon Favreau is great for his first movie role.
Ned Beatty, Vince Vaughn's in it.
Yeah, credited as Vincent Vaughn.
Vincent.
And this is the movie where he and Jon Favreau first met and got to be friends because it was filmed in Chicago. And and they've collaborated on a bunch of stuff since then that I'm so glad it exists.
That's what I'm saying.
If either of them had not gotten these parts, we would have been screwed.
Yeah. No Swingers, no Maid.
I know.
Both of those
you stole my carpet cleaning van and I don't like you.
So this is my per diem. This is my. And
he's like winking at.
He's like winking at him. Who do I give this per diem to? This is mine. It's my. And he opens the thing and tears the envelope. And he's like, "Don't open the envelope yet. I'm sorry. I had already opened. I'm sorry. I opened the. Let me borrow some tape. Let me just get some tape. Oh, criminy! It's so awesome.
2001.
Tall drink of water. I gotta stretch my shit out. Dude, for reals though, Jon Favreau and like Swingers and a Maid and PCU. Yeah. And like,
also like he directed Elf and like The Mandalorian and all kind of shit.
But Jon Favreau, the actor though, Four Christmases, that's with
Four Christmases.
Vince Vaughn also.
Yep.
I love it. And he plays Happy in all the MCU movies.
Yep.
Dude, I just loved him. And he was great in this. And he sold it. I felt it. Yeah. I like it. So yeah, that's my third.
Yeah, and Favreau said like he wasn't going to be an actor. He was gonna go to Wall Street and be a freaking stock guy and make a bunch of money. And he stopped in Chicago and like just saw some improv. And he saw the Groundlings. And at the Groundlings in that cast at that point in time was Chris Farley.
Nice.
And he was just like, "Holy shit, this is incredible!" And he didn't know that he was like seeing one of the funniest people who's gonna like ever live.
Right. Yeah.
But he stayed in Chicago and started doing improv, and then started doing acting, and then now we have Jon Favreau.
That's great.
Yeah.
He was really good. Speaking of football movies, he was in The Replacements.
Yep.
He was good in that.
Yeah. With Keanu Dracula as the
Keanu quarterback. Go get me this ball.
Dude, and bonus for Ned Beatty, because I freaking love Ned Beatty. Like I mainly know him from Superman and from The Toy, which is
The Toy. That's what I was going to say.
Which is a movie that no one likes as much as I do. But
dude, it's in Hammond.
Like, I know, shot in our hometown, and also Richard Pryor, Jackie Gleason, Ned Beatty.
Yeah, it's so great.
I'll die on that hill. I think The Toy is a lot better than people think it is. But anytime I see Ned Beatty, I'm going to shout it out.
I wonder how old The Toy is. We're not going to make it that far backwards.
It's in the 80s. I want to say it's early
it's in the 80s.
We might catch it on Patreon. Let's see, Toy movie, 1982. We got a while, but we might get there.
We'll get there.
God, that's awesome. Love that movie.
Yeah,
it's so US.
Yeah, remember Miss Fairburn was the
fancy
PE teacher.
No, the PE teacher.
She was the PE teacher at Holy Ghost, and she was the one. Like when he walks in, he slaps her on the butt, and she goes, "Oh, you ass!" Yeah, that was her. She was my PE teacher in like 6th grade.
Nice. All right, so what do we got? 7 years on Patreon.
Yeah.
It'll be fun. Yeah. All right, writer, directors, actors, bonus stuff.
The guy who wrote it and the guy directed it, they're both from Hoosier fame.
David Anspaugh, the director, and writer Angelo Pizzo. They haven't done, neither of them have done that much stuff. They did Hoosiers together and they did this together and a couple other things.
But that's the thing, like all the stuff that the other guy wrote, if you look at the cover or the poster of all the movies, it's like, oh, there's a movie called The Game of Their Lives, and it's a soccer movie, the legendary true story from the creators of Rudy and Hoosiers. I'm like, what the? Every single one of them says that. There's a boxing movie, there's a soccer movie, there's a baseball movie. They're really good at the sports things.
Yeah, the guy's got one pitch, but he's going to keep throwing it, and I don't blame him at all. If you're really good at one thing, keep doing that.
Yeah. He's still working. It's coming out this year. And, but that's all I had for them.
I got that. And then also the score, because we talked about it a lot. It is fantastic. But I want to talk about the composer, Jerry Goldsmith, because we've not talked about Jerry Goldsmith on the podcast yet. And I didn't know that much about him because I was listening to it as the movie was going. I was like, man, the score is freaking great. I wonder who did this. It doesn't sound like anybody that I know.
Right.
And Goldsmith is it was a pretty old school Hollywood composer. And he was, I think, kind of considered like the bridge between modern Hollywood composition and like the gold, silver age composers. Like stylistically, he's very much a classical composer, like a Stravinsky or something like that.
Yeah.
Dude, nominated for 18 Oscars. He won one time for 1976 for The Omen.
Nice.
AFI has 2 of his other scores, even higher than that one on their list of 25 greatest film scores. They got Chinatown and Planet of the Apes.
Oh, yeah, nice.
So there's only a couple composers on that top 25 list more than once. It's like John Williams and Hans Zimmer and everybody, every one of the names.
Nice.
And also notably to me and you, Jerry Goldsmith also did the score for Mulan, which slaps.
Nice. Yes,
and then he did like Rambo and Star Trek and Hoosiers and Total Recall, Alien, The Mummy. Like, dude scored a ton of stuff,
a ton of stuff. The only thing I looked up that I saw that he did the fanfares from both Universal and Paramount.
Yep. And some of the songs from this movie have been used in other movie trailers, like the one you're talking about in one of the football montage scenes. It's been used in like 12 trailers.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, good stuff.
All right, let's do the worst. Do you have any worst?
Only the fact that they took too many dramatic liberties. I didn't like that
right.
part.
My only worst, it wasn't really worst. It was just more of a question, but it's like after Rudy quits and then he unquits and he jogs onto the practice field and everyone's like, it's Rudy. And they start slow clapping. And I was like, why do you slow clap for a guy who unquit? I don't get.
Yeah.
Seems like you'd be mad at him for like, dude, you're late.
Yeah. You were supposed to be here already.
Yeah. And he's like not wearing his pads. He's just wearing his jersey. That seems also strange to me, but that was my one question. I was like, that scene I'm confused by. I mean, I get him quitting, but like, why did they show him running back to practice? Hey, I played football terribly. If you show up late to practice, no one claps for you. You get your ass chewed out.
Yeah, you're running. For real, my only worst was the dramatic liberties that they took. They could have, they could have fixed that.
That's awesome. 5 questions. Is it okay for kids?
Yeah, dude. All ages. It's PG. I don't even know why it's PG and not G. Like
blood.
Somebody dies in a foundry explosion. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah, dude, that happens. That's real life.
That's real life.
Yeah, I don't know. Honestly, would it get made if it were pitched now? Yeah, dude, they still make freaking. They've been trying
underdog stories. Those are timeless.
Yeah. Is there a sports movie where someone overcomes dyslexia to compete in luge? We're making that. We're going back to that one as many times as we need to.
Oh yeah, that's for sure. Movie or TV show?
Yeah, I feel like it's got to be a movie. I mean, I'm sure you can do it as television, but it's a perfect movie.
Yeah, maybe a miniseries.
I guess
Movie's the answer.
I had no luck recasting this because I don't know who the Sean Astin is.
Yeah, dude. So I started at 25 years old and just went back because everybody looks younger now than than they're supposed to. So I started at 25 and went backwards. I recognized nobody. I couldn't.
That's
I couldn't cast
problem.
I couldn't cast anybody. Like I wouldn't want to put somebody that just looks like Sean Astin if he's not a good actor. And I don't want to do that much research. And watch everybody's movies just to.
I don't want to learn about all the under 25 to try to figure out who can play this. And honestly, if you're going to recast it, you're probably not going to do it with a white kid. You're probably going to have to do it with. Now he's going to be a lesbian who overcame dyslexia to compete in the luge.
You probably could if it was the 70s, though, right?
Yeah.
You would have to.
You have to set it. If you do it now, you have to set it 17 years ago. You have to set it in 2006. So
God damn it.
So you need like.
Why would you say that out loud?
You need like some frosted bangs, like you could comb across the front of your forehead.
Jinko jeans, getting burnt up in the foundry. Oh man.
Can you still watch and enjoy this in 2023? Hell yeah. It's great. If you have kids and they need to learn about overcoming dyslexia, this is the movie for them.
God bless.
It works, man. It totally works.
Anybody who's listened to the end of the podcast first, go start a drinking game, and every time he says dyslexia, take a shot.
I just love that. Dude, it's hard to get into Notre Dame if you have dyslexia in the 70s. I'm not saying it isn't. I just think it's a funny bit.
It's super funny. I just cannot.
I'm not making fun of Rudy or dyslexia. I'm just quoting Jerry Seinfeld as much as I can because it makes me laugh.
I'm glad we said that at the very end after you've said it that many times.
People are already firing off angry emails to us. You guys should stop making fun of people with learning disabilities. We're not, dude. Jeff and I have like 30 years of college between the two of us and barely 2 bachelor's degrees. We're not making fun of college.
I have 2 just by myself.
Yeah, you had like 300 credits by the time you finally graduated.
I have so many. There's a lot of people that go to school for 10 years.
Yeah, they're called doctors.
This has to be you. All right. Where can you find it? Hulu and
Dude,
Pluto.
It's streaming on Hulu. That's where I watched it. I don't know what Pluto is. I'm afraid that's going to give me some viruses, so I just went to Hulu.
Dude, Pluto is just the free thing. You just have to watch it. I had to learn about my plaque psoriasis problem between each commercial, but I watched it at school.
Maybe I have mesothelioma.
Maybe I'm not getting enough estrogen.
All right. Thank you guys for listening. Bonus movies on Patreon. We just did Ghostbusters 2. Well, I guess we're gonna have to take control. That's the best part of Ghostbusters 2 as far as I'm concerned. Jeff has other opinions. That's on Patreon if y'all want it.
Such a great movie.
It's really good. It's okay. And then next on the main feed is Mrs. Doubtfire. Just a couple movies left.
Oh, hello. I can't wait to get that voice down so I can start using it at school.
I'm going to watch a bunch of the deleted scenes from Mrs. Doubtfire where Robin Williams has like 11-minute improv sessions wearing the Mrs. Doubtfire outfit.
That was the perfectly tailor-made movie for that man.
Yeah. Join us on Patreon if you want to hear some bonus movies, if you want to support the arts. We'll see you guys in 2 weeks for Mrs. Doubtfire. Bye con Dios.
Bye con Dios, dyslexia.
Thanks for listening to Movie Life Crisis. Please subscribe, rate, and review, and remember, don't drive angry.